Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
We begin tonight with a developing story. A young girl is found in an abandoned home without food, electricity, or water. Thank you for joining us tonight. 22-year-old Manuel Carrillo is charged with child neglect and felony drug charges after leaving his niece in a home without running water or electricity. Valley News Live's Christine Stanwood joins us live outside the house where the 8-year-old girl was neglected by her uncle. Christine?
That's right, Andrea, and police arrived here last Thursday to find an 8-year-old girl inside, along with drugs, torches, and even razors. The little girl had only had dry cereal to eat that day. This is all after the mother requested a welfare check on her daughter while she was serving time in Cass County Jail. Neighbors say that this is shocking in such a quiet neighborhood like this. Andrea?
All right, thank you so much for that live report. Coming up on Valley News Live 10 at 10, we'll talk with neighbors around the area to hear their reactions. Leaders in Minnesota are trying again to get rid of payday loans, saying they're a trap. Previously, they tried to put a limit on how many loans people could take out, only allowing them 4, but that didn't go through. The biggest concern is that there's no restriction on how much interest the lenders can charge. President Obama spoke out against the loans, saying some have more than 400% interest rates. Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson talked with people who have used payday loans and what they think about wiping them out.
Once you sign that paper and you put that cash in your hands, you're theirs.
They aren't hard to find, just a drive down the street or a Google search online. Millions of people use payday loans to get ahead.
Get stuck in this cycle, just this endless cycle.
Alyssa Trask just finished paying off her payday loan she applied for online.
Our rent check was gonna bounce. We had no money, and it's really hard to come up with money overnight.
Her and her husband just moved to town. Were paying off their wedding and expecting a child.
His next paycheck was just enough to pay off the loan and the interest. And so then we have no money for bills or living expenses, so we had to get another loan. And it was the same thing over and over and over again. It was this cycle for 6 months. And it was really scary, especially living paycheck to paycheck.
Now unstuck. They have money in their savings, but Trask warns you must be careful.
I needed every penny. We lived from payday to payday.
A similar story for a woman who didn't want to go on camera.
Short on gas, food, and money.
She says lenders prey on those in a tough situation, and it needs to be stopped.
Never-ending trap. I wouldn't even do it. I'd rather be without power. Go to a food bank if you have to. Don't go through payday loan.
For Trask, she wouldn't get another payday loan, but says outlawing them is going too far.
I'll be the first to admit that that's nobody's fault but my own. I should have been better at budgeting, but I think, as a young person just starting out, I don't think everybody knows how to budget.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
We contacted local payday loan providers and no one wanted to talk with us on camera. However, one woman said some of their customers would have nowhere else to turn if they were no longer able to get a payday loan. A $1,500 reward is being offered in connection with vandalism and theft reported at the McLeod Schoolhouse and Bethany Lutheran Church in McLeod, North Dakota. Vandals broke in and found paint in the church basement. They splattered it on the piano and a picture on the altar and stole the sound system and wireless mics. The vandals also broke into the schoolhouse, causing damage to the exterior and interior of the building. You're asked to contact the Ransom County Sheriff's Office if you have any information. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, hear from members of the community about how this vandalism is impacting their community. Lately, our temperatures have been all over the board, but at least they're climbing again today. Here's meteorologist Lisa Green with a first look at our forecast. Lisa?
Thanks, Andrea. Yeah, for now, we do have a little bit warmer temperatures with a system on the way, though we could cool down once again coming up tomorrow. But 72 right now in Fargo, 71 in Grand Forks. Really a pleasant night out there tonight. We have had some passing clouds, some passing rain showers today. Those seem to be breaking up, especially in the southern valley. We still have a few clouds in the northern valley. It'll be one of those nights where we're on the partly cloudy side, maybe even some clear skies for a lot of folks this this evening. So it should be a nice night out there tonight. Temperatures dipping back into the low 60s by the time we're heading to bed. Tomorrow, some of us waking up to some rain showers to start out, and more of us seeing that on the increase throughout the day. The system could be bringing a good amount of rain to parts of the tri-state area. We'll be talking about who, where, and when coming up in just a few minutes.
It's hard to keep track these days. 101 and then 60 and then 70. And then...
Right. It's been a little wild. It's feeling a little bit like September the last couple of days out there, but we're still in August and we still have some summer weather.
Yeah. Let's not talk about fall yet.
Okay, right.
Okay. Thanks, Lisa. They have had the lake forever, but now Bemidji is finally getting a beach to go with it near its downtown. Work will start this week on lowering the lake to clean the bottom of the South Shore and put in sand for a public beach. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us what's happening.
Despite the fact that downtown Bemidji sits on the edge of the lake, there's no place to go for a dip. Currently, there is no public beach by downtown Bemidji. What little beach there is private beach, owned by hotels and resorts. But all this is about to change. A downstream dam will be used to lower Lake Bemidji nearly half a foot. Then crews will come in to clean up lumber and wood chips along the bottom of the South Shore that were left from the logging industry. A third of a mile stretch of beach between the boat landing and Sanford Center will be cleaned up.
The swimming area will come out from the shore 200 feet. That'll kind of be the swimming area.
Okay, but those trees stay there?
Yes, all the trees are staying there. Some of the limbs along the shore will be trimmed.
And sand will be hauled in along the shoreline and back behind the trees. The plan for what to do with the area behind the trees is still under discussion by the City Council.
Correct. I think at a minimum we'll be looking at bathrooms and maybe restoring the stone building there to a bathhouse with bathrooms and then some picnic tables and things.
They began lowering the lake today. Construction on the project is scheduled to be completed this fall. In Bemidji, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
The project is being funded by a $1.4 million state grant. Crookston police are investigating a crash that left quite a bit of damage this morning. The Crookston Daily Times says shortly before 10, police got a call about someone acting erratically who had fled from an area at or near Riverview Hospital. Police say a man in a silver Monte Carlo was heading south toward city limits, swerving into oncoming traffic. Officers tried several maneuvers to end the chase, but the man headed north back into town and hit an SUV head-on. There's no word on whether or not anyone was injured. The Crookston Daily Times says officers have reported numerous damaged squad cars. A Grand Forks woman is in the Polk County Jail following a high-speed chase that allegedly involved a stolen vehicle. It happened yesterday afternoon. Numerous charges are pending against Jenny Langas. Police tried to pull her over in Thief River Falls, Minnesota, and she led officers on a chase through Marshall County and into Polk County. She was caught after getting the stolen van stuck in a farm field. The Thief River Falls police chief says Langas was drunk and suicidal. The founder of the Zorbas chain of restaurants has died. Tom Hansen died over the weekend after a lengthy battle with cancer. Hansen, who was a former teacher, opened his first Zorbas in Detroit Lakes 46 years ago when he purchased a failed candy store on Detroit Lake. Zorbas expanded to 11 locations on or near lakes across Minnesota. A celebration of life is scheduled for the Detroit Lakes Country Club Thursday from 1 to 4. It's a back-to-school Monday, and in the FM area, more than 1,000 students will be starting the year in a new school. 3 new elementary schools are in the area, including Legacy, Trinity Catholic, and Ed Clapp. All schools are equipped with things like smart boards, projectors, and even different styles of desks for kids to sit at or stand. Each school says the only thing they're missing now are the students and the energy they bring.
We really are excited to get students and families in the building, and so today when they can start coming in and seeing the school, that's an important part of the transition and the overall excitement. So we can't wait to have students here.
And you guys...
Ed Clapp is holding a community open house in September for a ribbon-cutting ceremony. Following that, 5th graders will be giving tours of the new school. Some kids are starting the school year off with a new look. It's Cuts for Kids Day. Children in grades K through 12 get a new haircut to get ready for the new school year, and it's free. The program is sponsored by Joseph School of Hair Design, the Salvation Army, Matt Bus, and the Fargo Fire Department. It's in its 5th year, and there are lots of benefits to go around.
It gives the students a chance to step out of their normal and be able to give back and participate and partner with the Salvation Army, just really to key in on those school-age kids that need that assistance or want that extra care.
Joseph's officials say before any cutting or trimming begins, the student stylists visit with their clients to get a handle on what kind of style they want. And their work is checked before the kids head out the door. About 300 children got haircuts today.